Welcome back for another episode of the PlayBook Podcast. It's your boy Meech.
Fact check Ken.
I'm Eb.
Today we got a special guest for y'all, Hollywood Mike. Let's give it up for him, y'all. Hollywood Mike. Welcome, man. How you doing?
All is well, bro. All is well. I'm good.
Thanks for coming, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it as well, man. So, long ass drive.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, it's a drive.
I had to pay fucking tolls again.
Yeah, we had to put the studio on the boonies, you know what I'm saying? We had to make it work.
But it's all love, though. I appreciate it.
Oh, you already know. What's in your cup?
It's Kevin Hart, man. This shit is good, man.
That's on smooth.
Real smooth. Smooth. Yes. Like it. But you know I'm a brown guy.
Okay.
That Henny. Yeah, that
Henny.
But this will do.
Bet. So, shit. Y'all want to jump right up into it?
How was your week?
My week was good. I've been looking forward to this all week. I couldn't wait for this. I knew it was about to go down.
Yeah.
A lot of drinking, a lot of shit talking.
You know what?
A lot of good talk, a lot of good sports debates.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's get into it, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, ain't no hotter topic than the East and the West right now. The playoffs has been crazy. It's been crazy. I don't think no one predicted the fucking Knicks and the Pacers to be in the fucking Eastern Conference Finals.
I did.
I didn't.
Well, the Pacers was last year, so I mean that's not.
So I had my money on the Celtics. I ain't have my money on the Pacers being here. I had my money on the Celtics and of course Philly, but we know how that turned out.
I definitely had the Knicks, and I got some footage to prove that. I got some, So
man, ain't nobody worried about the sorry.
Yeah, it ain't over yet though.
They
can win it. They can win it without Tatum.
Knicks and Timberwolves in the finals. I'm calling it now.
You said who?
Knicks and the Timberwolves.
You know what? Let's stay on the East. Let's stay on the East right now. I got a nice little topic for the West. Who you pick, Mike?
So you all said Pacers, Knicks, Eastern Conference Finals, and I'm saying Celtics, Pacers.
Thank you.
Well, the shit ain't over.
You got the orange shorts on.
The orange shorts on, but I say the Knicks series, Knicks should have won last night. They blew it. So now you're giving the Celtics another opportunity to win. Game 7, if there's a Game 7, I don't see the Knicks winning a Game 7 in Boston.
So pretty much Boston has to win 2 more.
Yeah, but the Knicks got to win it, and like I said, they should have won it last night. But I think people were saying they want to close it out in the Garden, and I mean you're taking a chance on that. You're taking a chance on that, trying to close it out in the Garden, and then the Celtics are battle tested. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So if I'm a Knicks fan, it ain't a foregone conclusion. They can lose. They can lose because they're not gonna win in Boston Game 7. That's not gonna happen.
And to piggyback off of that, though, they team is stacked. We already know. So Tatum out, but that doesn't mean anything.
But hear me out. Derek White has 7 threes. Correct me if I'm wrong. If he doesn't show up or they not falling, then what?
Well, my counter to that is that they put Jaylen Brown on Brunson, and that seemed to do some damage there. He went 7 for 17. Forgot how many points he ended up with, but Jaylen Brown played a great game. So while you say Derek White, he may not be able to repeat that performance. Jaylen Brown can repeat the defensive performance on Brunson. And the other thing, can y'all really count on Cat to step up? Because Cat, he's had a lot of games where he has not shown up. So
don't count on Bridges to have another 9-point game.
Yeah.
Well, that may be true, but
he's a defender and capable scorer. So
scorer.
He went from 23 to 9. So,
but I would rather take the battle tested team and the Celtics.
Correct.
As in terms of the Knicks. So that's my pick. I think the Celtics gonna pull it out.
I feel you. I feel like if it does go to Game 7, the Celtics will pull it out. But if not, I think Knicks got it in 6. I mean,
a lot of pressure on the Knicks coming up. It's a lot of pressure.
It is.
For them. They don't win Game 6, Game 7.
They don't want to give it up because even if White don't perform and hit 7 threes, you still got Pritchard. Pritchard can do the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Pritchard can step up if White don't do it. So the Celtics definitely battle tested. They got a lot of different options they could go with. It's going to be an interesting series. The Knicks don't want to take it to 7. That's all. Just don't take it to 7. I got them to 6, but don't take them to 7.
The one thing I will say is the Cornette. I don't think you're going to get 7 blocks from him.
Them blocks is crazy.
I don't think you're going to get that.
Not even just the blocks. He almost had a triple-double, didn't he?
Yeah.
10 points now.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get that. But if he's serviceable, game 6, I think they'll be okay. I don't know. Is Kristaps, is he playing? KP?
They can bring him off the bench.
Bring him off the bench. Yeah, we just need a 15 and 10 for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
also, Boston
I think
dealing nagging injuries.
I think this game you got to start him though.
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
I don't care. I mean, if you lose his game
Drew
6,
Holiday
you lose.
banged up.
Yeah, but if you understand, if you lose, you gotta go out there game 6 and give it all. You can't look forward to game 7. You gotta go out there and just say, "Fuck it, I'm hurt, but I'm gonna play." Because if we lose, it ain't no game 7.
He's gonna play, but they bring him on the bench for a reason. There's some more injury issues than we know about.
I think if Cat steps up and play like Cat can play, then I think the Knicks got a shot. But Cat just has too many performances where he's just too inconsistent.
Correct.
For me. That's all.
So let's do Pacers and Knicks. Just hypothetically, if that's who it is, how's that looking? What y'all think?
I'm not doubting the Pacers. I don't want to doubt the Pacers because what they doing is all like what Halliburton has been doing has been crazy. Ever since his dad got kicked out of the games, that man been on fire. So I don't want to go against the Pacers, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm going against them. Revenge. They sent New York home last year.
Yeah, but we talking as if
and they weren't healthy last year.
Exactly.
Correct. But we talking as if the Knicks are going to get there. If they do get there, the Knicks are going to be tired. And
they're always tired.
Yeah, but they're going to be tired and beat up.
They're built for it.
Well, that's my concern too because the Indiana Pacers pace of play, I want to say is number 1 in the league as far as pace, and it's going to go up and down the court. And Tibbs plays those guys 45, 44 minutes, 43 minutes, his starters. And he shortens his rotation, and I don't think you can do that against the Pacers because the Pacers are deep. You know?
But also, too, it's a proven fact. Centers they eat on the Pacers.
Yeah,
so that's Cat. That's going to be Cat series right there.
It should be. It should be, but Cat be inconsistent.
Okay.
The only person that really stops Cat is himself. You know what I'm saying? Look at the centers he's going against now with the Celtics. There ain't no big name centers that they got.
Yeah, and I think Miles Turner, he could bring Cat out the paint. Cat's not really a physical big man. Turner can shoot the 3. I think the Pacers just got a lot of guys that can get up and down the court.
Correct.
And I think it's going to be an issue. Now again, they can't guard. Indiana can't guard anybody.
Yeah.
But they can score. So I like Indiana against the Knicks, but I think it'll go 7.
I like it. But look, enough with the East. And before we get to the West though, Mike, this your first Hollywood. It's your first time up here. We got something for you. So look, before you give it to me, I got one question. Who's the all-time GOAT?
LeBron.
Wrong answer. Wrong answer. So we're gonna give you Michael Jordan tequila. This junk is smooth. I tried it myself. It's very smooth. That's MJ's tequila.
Okay. I appreciate it.
You don't want to try LeBron shit. That's MJ shit.
I mean, hey, listen. I'm not gonna turn down the tequila, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. We appreciate you for coming.
I appreciate that.
And let me know how it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's smooth. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
I'm honored, so I appreciate it.
No problem, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it, guys. Absolutely.
So let's jump right into the West then.
Timberwolves got rid of Golden State. They
like I called it. I predicted it.
I mean, without Steph, that's kind of a given though.
And look, Ant-Man is a legend killer. He beat Devin Booker.
He beat
KD.
He beat Curry.
It don't matter. He sent his team home. He beat Kevin Durant. He beat Jokic last year. He a 3-time MVP. He beat LeBron. Who else he sent home last year? Shy.
Did he do it by himself?
When you winning, you're the face. When you're losing, you the blame.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he's the legend killer. They're not calling the Timberwolves the legend killer. Right. They calling him the legend killer.
Right.
I agree with
you know what I'm saying? Now, so before we get into that though, let's go down the line. Who you got in the West? The conference finals.
Man, you go. Yeah.
Minnesota and Denver.
All right.
Nah, it's gonna be OKC. I'm sorry. Just the way that they looking right now, I got OKC and Timberwolves.
I'm torn because I want to say Denver because I think Jokic is the best player in the league.
Oh my God.
I want to say, but
I need a drink.
I think it's Shay's time.
Yeah.
I want to say it's Shay's time, so I'm gonna go OKC, of course, and then of course Minnesota. But I want to say something about Golden State. Even though Curry didn't play, Jimmy got to get you one. And Jimmy wasn't
playoff. Jimmy
got to get you. Jimmy got to get you one to make it interesting. I think they would have won they were saying something about Steph may come back for Game 6.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy had to get you one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I was a little disappointed, and this was his time to say, okay, I'm that guy, and he didn't show up. He didn't play bad, but it wasn't that typical Jimmy performance.
See,
I didn't like that.
Let me piggyback off that though. I blame Steve Kerr. All honestly, I blame Steve Kerr. You got that beast on the bench, not giving that man no playing time in a regular season. And who you think? Kuminga
was playing though.
He played almost the whole game. He had almost 25.
Man, that man could have been dropping 40 if you played him in the first round. Let that man play. I blame. He could have found a way to put Kuminga in the game way before this round even happened.
Yeah, but they
I don't like it.
When they needed him, they played him.
I don't like it. Jimmy played like shit. Kuminga should have been the man.
He was.
I'm not gonna say Jimmy played like shit now.
Yeah. He almost had a triple double.
I'm comparing this.
Jimmy almost had a triple double.
I'm comparing this Jimmy to playoff Jimmy when he was getting the 40-point triple doubles. That's the Jimmy I'm comparing him to.
No excuses. They said he was sick though.
Yeah,
no excuses.
Yeah.
But also too, they were Minnesota's a defensive team.
Correct.
They was throwing everything at him, and he was distributing the ball, making plays.
But he a dog though, and he hates
But he almost had a triple double.
Okay.
His numbers weren't bad.
Okay.
Were his numbers bad?
No, his numbers weren't bad. But like I said, I'm looking.
I still agree though. He should have got one.
I'm looking for playoff Jimmy.
Just give me one, Jimmy. Just give me one to try to get Steph back. You do that, then we got something cooking. So I was a little disappointed. He didn't play bad. The Kuminga thing, Meech, I get what you're saying with that, but
it's more built up tension.
He was unleashed. He played. He performed. So it's not like if they would have held him out when Steph was out, you have a valid point. But the fact that he played heavy minutes makes your point valid.
What I'm saying was, if you listen to what I said, it's more built up tension for not playing him in the regular season and in the first round. Like
he played in the regular season.
No, they did him dirty at the end of the year. They sat him down. He didn't play.
Okay, so when they next man up, he played like he didn't miss a beat.
Like I said,
he didn't get back in and you see rust.
I agree with him because I think it's next man up, and I think when the coaches call upon you to do something, when your number's called, you got to perform. So there's a reason why Kuminga got benched in the regular season, inconsistent play. But then when his number's called,
he performed both games.
What happened was they were trying to trade him. Exactly. Like I get what y'all saying, but let's not forget they tried to trade him and they couldn't. He said he wanted to go. They tried to trade him, they couldn't. So he said he wanted out since they couldn't trade him, and they benched him. He didn't play. You're talking about he averaged 15. That's because what he did in the beginning of the season.
Correct.
In the end of the season, he probably didn't average 10 at the second half of the season.
But
they
still,
benched him.
During the playoffs, the games you speaking
during the second round.
Yeah, he performed.
He didn't play during the first round.
They won the first round.
I know, but he didn't play. They did that.
And they still won.
They did him dirty.
But when they called his number, he put up
Kuminga was playing. Kuminga won't play to win.
He scored above his average. So he played above his average.
Kuminga won't play to win. He was playing to get his contract for next season.
Okay, he still
he won't play for the Warriors. He went out there to play for themselves for his contract for whoever going to play.
But his numbers were still better than.
Well, I think
Steve Kerr's stupid for that.
I think in terms of what Meech said about Kerr, I kind of agree with it a little bit in the sense where with a younger player, because you remember James Wiseman. I think he ruined James Wiseman's career to a degree too as well. Because I think the Warrior system with Clay, Dre, and Steph is about those three. Yeah. They drafted Wiseman.
Which they shouldn't have.
What they shouldn't have, I agree with that. And then you try to get him in the mix, it just didn't fit. So instead of trying to develop him, the narrative was Wiseman couldn't play basketball. But you didn't develop him. So then you shipped him off somewhere else.
Detroit. He wanted
Detroit, and then he gets lost in Detroit. So now he's just like in NBA purgatory.
Yeah, he get hurt.
Now it's just like, okay, where's James Wiseman? And I kind of blame it on Kerr. Yeah. So with the Kuminga thing, the same thing.
Not to mention you do him dirty. Look, what's going to happen next season? Now you ain't going to have.
So let me ask you this: Wiseman takes no responsibility.
At
the end of the day, you have a specific type of playing style. Sometimes you have to adjust to fit the team.
Well, it's up to your scout team and your player development coaches to develop you. Remember, he's a rookie. He's coming into a situation. Correct. You're coming to a dynasty, a Hall of Fame players. He's trying to find his way into that rotation, trying to find his way to fit in. Right? You don't want to impose your will. You're a rookie. It's up to those coaches to make sure that he's ready. I just don't think Steve Kerr did a good job at making Wiseman feel comfortable. And again, we're not behind the scenes. We don't know. His work ethic or anything like that, but just based on his Kuminga situation, there's a little bit of truth to what Meech is saying because Kuminga went through the same exact thing.
Correct.
So that's all I'm saying.
They did the same thing to Chris Paul. They did the same thing to Chris Paul. They didn't play him.
Chris Paul was cooked.
Yeah, but nah. Chris Paul.
He was cooked. Let me. I mean, he was cooked.
What I'm saying is, when he just played with the Suns and was dropping 30-point doubles in the finals.
That was 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I'm not saying he's gonna drop 20 and 10. I'm saying Chris Paul could have helped them way more than Draymond and Clay.
So let me ask you this:
the year they played with him.
Are you the same guy you were 4 years ago?
Let me talk. Chris Paul literally went there. They lost the first 2 games, and Steph Curry said it's Chris Paul's fault. Put him on the bench, and then what they do for the rest of that season was trash. The Warriors were trash. You wasted a year of Chris Paul's life, and y'all didn't fix the problem. It wasn't Chris Paul. The problem was Steve Kerr. People started to say he just inherited the team, and he don't develop players like Hollywood said, and he's not that good of a coach. That's all. If the MO's there, you did it to Kuminga. You did it to Wiseman. You benched Chris Paul. You didn't get no better. Did they even make the playoffs that year?
They did.
With Chris Paul?
Yes.
How far they go?
They play in?
Nah, I think that's the year.
Matter of fact, that might have been
They didn't make it. They didn't make the playoffs.
Or they lost to Sacramento.
No, they did. That was the year Chris Paul played. That was what, 2 seasons ago they lost when Draymond stomped on his chest? Or that was last year. Yeah, so what I'm saying is it's an MO of them only supporting their 3 players. Draymond, Clay, and Curry. That's been Kerr's MO. And they do everybody else dirty. And that's why the Warriors, been falling off.
At the end of the day, he has a system. He sticks by it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you got some coaches like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So he's not wrong for doing what works for him.
I mean, based on
and I feel like due to politics, trades, they had to do what they had to do. They got Chris Paul and they had to implement him the best he could, but it didn't fit. They had to make changes. But they didn't pitch Chris Paul.
The changes made you into not even going to the playoffs. So it wasn't the change that needed.
No, they had to get rid of Jordan Poole. If it was up to them, they wouldn't have went for Chris Paul. But situations happen.
Yeah, but it don't matter about why. Draymond's playing and averaging 2 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. You bench Draymond, not Chris Paul. Let Chris Paul be the facilitator.
Well, it's kind of insane to say bench Draymond. You can't bench him.
I mean, they did it in the finals. They did it in the finals against the Celtics.
I mean, they
you like Draymond. You're a Draymond fan.
No, but I think that's kind of
Draymond fan.
I think that's kind of asinine to say. It's kind of asinine to say the bench Draymond.
And they did it in the finals and they won.
When he's a 4-time champion.
They did it. He played.
There were moments where he didn't play, but you can't.
But he still quarterbacks everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't bench Draymond.
Yeah, Chris Paul's a better quarterback. So like I said, Chris Paul came on that second string and was killing. He had Kuminga killing. Who's the other? And Andrew Wiggins. He had Andrew Wiggins and Kuminga killing.
And I think also too the Chris Paul situation. I think I didn't necessarily like the fit because Steph is a point guard.
Yeah, correct.
Even though Steph can play without the ball, Chris Paul needs the ball in his hand all the time because he wants to orchestrate the offense. But then I think they needed another year under their belt.
Correct.
And also too, it hurt them defensively because they pretty much had to start Chris Paul in the beginning.
And Steph, and Chris Paul, while he was a great defender as a guard earlier in his career,
he's old now. He's old.
Not so much later. So you got Steph and Chris at your guard position.
And Clay returning from an injury.
Yeah,
man, Clay returned from an injury 4 years before that even happened. Clay was trash.
Yeah. All right,
anyways, moving on. Let's talk about another vet, KD. Everybody heard the rumors about KD. They said it before the season started, or before the second half of the season started. They said KD gone, no matter what. Where do you see KD going? Where do you think the best landing spot for KD? And it gotta be realistic. Don't pick I'll trade KD for LeBron.
If Denver beats OKC, I see him in OKC.
And OKC, what do you think I'm giving up? Because that's a young team. Would you break up that team?
You don't have to. They have about 27 draft picks. They got the.
You still going to give up a player? Who would you give up?
Chet.
What? Chet for KD.
Okay, Nico.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, Nico.
Hey.
Yeah, what the fuck? Nico.
Long term, you can't pay Chet, SGA, Williams. Like, I'm talking from contract wise, what Chet's gonna command, Phoenix could pay him.
Yeah, but you got.
I get what you're saying. I understand, but I'm talking about money-wise. They're all young.
Yeah, but
they're all a certain age to where they're gonna command.
But you're not trying to sign KD for 3 or 4 years.
But what I'm saying is,
if you sign KD, you're trying to win a ring that year.
Out of that core, OKC's not gonna be able to pay all of them what they want, what they deserve.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have to give them too much because KD's only gonna be there for 1 year.
I'm saying Chet. All of them that payroll, they're not gonna, and then the bench, they got up and coming players.
Ain't Chet on his rookie contract?
But I'm saying, he's still gonna get paid eventually.
He's gonna get paid eventually. But yeah. I think
Wiggins, Carson Wallace, like it's players, they're gonna have to get paid.
Yeah, but like I said, when you get that is your take. But when you get KD, you're getting him to try to win that year. So if Chet's on his rookie contract, you'll be good.
Okay, so say you don't get KD. They're not going to pay Chet. Then what do you do?
It don't matter. We're talking about where you think the best landing spot for KD.
Do you change that if they win? If they win this year, do you change that?
Yeah, I changed that.
Yeah, if OKC wins, then they don't need KD.
Yeah.
At all.
At that point.
At all.
Right? What about if they go to the finals but lose? Do you do you blow it up then for KD?
No, they're so young. They so young.
It's not even about that. Sometimes being young and coming up early is not good. Look at the Celtics. Marcus Smart was a big part of what they was doing. They had to let him go. A lot of times it's about the numbers. Look at Harden. They had to let him go. Right. So you looking at it as, this don't make sense, or no, it's about the money.
But even if OKC says they need to win now, they want KD, I don't think they give up Chet.
Yeah, that's.
I think they'll give up J-Dub if anything.
Yeah.
Over Chet?
Yes, nigga.
Yeah.
You're not gonna give up the young unicorn.
I just don't. Yeah, cause they
that's true.
That's a tough one. I don't know.
Rather give up.
I'm giving up McDaniels.
That's a tough one.
McDaniels don't play for
or not McDaniels.
Yeah.
What's the Jay Williams?
Yeah,
Williams has a higher upside than Chet. Chet injury prone.
Yeah,
but Chet hasn't even began his NBA career.
Williams is a two-way player. He's got to work on his shot. He's gonna get better.
Nigga, Chet hasn't even began his NBA career.
I would agree with you not to give up Chet if you think Hartenstein's your answer. If you think you can win with Hartenstein, which I like Hartenstein a lot. If you think you can win, even though he's not a scorer, he's a good rim protector. He can score.
They don't even need no more scores. They got scores.
But I think. I would agree with that, but I think in a postseason when it really matters, you need someone that can put their back to the basket and throw it down.
That was Ant problem last year.
Defense wins championships. We're talking about the up and coming teams and the teams that are a danger to you. Williams is going to guard the best player versus Chet.
But think about this though: it's about what Phoenix would want back, right? You got Devin Booker.
Correct.
Does Devin Booker want another wingman or backcourt mate in J-Dub? Or does Phoenix need a center? Because Phoenix don't have any centers.
That's why I feel like that.
They don't have any centers.
Well, we got Nick Richards. Something.
No, stop. See, stop. See, he's a biased fan, y'all. Y'all don't know. He think everybody from the Suns is the best at their position. Like, he loves the Suns.
Nick Richards, that's what we doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me ask you this. And I'm not trying to get off topic. If OKC matches up with Boston, who's more important? Chet or Williams?
Against Boston?
Yeah. Say next year there's gonna be a fully healthy Boston.
I would have said Williams if Tatum was there. But he's not. Tatum is not going to be there.
Well, you're talking about this year. He said for next year.
Oh, for next year. I'm sorry, for next year.
Williams would be more important because you got to need somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Even going up against the Timberwolves, I feel like in scenarios against the top teams, Williams, if you were a coach, would be more important to what your scheme than Chet would be.
But I think that with Phoenix has tried the backcourts and the wing players. I think they needed a legitimate center.
Correct.
That can do it all. Because they tried that experiment. They tried it with the Bill. They got Booker. They had KD. They tried that. It didn't work. Right? And what was Phoenix missing? They were missing a center. So I say you're going to build around Book, get Chet. So I think that's a good landing spot. You know, I think KD to OKC, I like it. But it just depends on who OKC.
I don't give a young Chat for KD. If I'm the Suns, I do that shit like you said.
Well, also,
don't rule
out a 3-team trade.
Hold on, but look, like I said, I feel like they fucked up, and I don't want to get off topic because it's Sean's turn, but I feel like they fucked up letting go of Ayton because you let go of Ayton for Nurkic and then traded Nurkic for Nick Richardson. So you essentially traded a number. What he got drafted number 1, right?
Right.
You traded a number 1 center who's like 26 years old for a second string big man. Right. You dropped the ball. Like, you didn't get nothing out of that Ayton trade. Right. That was stupid. Right. That's where Phoenix first. Well, that's where they fucked up at. They fucked up by letting go of Mikal, but that's where they really fucked up at, letting go of Ayton for nothing. Even if you weren't happy, I don't give a fuck. I'm not letting you go unless I'm getting what I need for you from that trade.
You had to let him go.
No,
because you won't go get
not for a second string.
Well, no, I'm not saying for what they got, but I'm saying
you could have got way.
You won't go produce is what I'm saying.
I don't care. You can get more for that nigga. You can get more for him, just like the Pelicans did with Anthony Davis. Oh, you want to get traded? Okay, sit on the bench until I get the best trade from you. I'm not trading you. That's stupid. Yeah. You're not about to James Harden me. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I would say I don't know if it's the best fit, but I would like to see him at like Houston. I can see KD at Houston. They got some assets that they can get rid of and still.
A lot. They got Shepard that they didn't play. They got Jabari Smith. They got Eason, if I'm saying his name right. They got a great draft pick this year.
I keep one of them though.
Who?
Jabari.
Yeah, but you don't need to keep both. You ain't playing them.
Yeah.
You ain't playing Shepard. And y'all niggas had Shepard win a Rookie of the Year. They so loaded on their positions, they don't even play the Shepard. If I'm gonna wait my turn. I'm gonna wait my turn.
So the Houston thing is interesting because I know a lot of people are saying because Houston got a lot of assets they can return.
Crazy.
If I'm Phoenix,
that's not a situation with KD.
I don't think it is either. Go ahead.
No, I don't think Phoenix win off of that trade, but I think KD will be a good fit there.
But if I'm Phoenix, and you want KD, I want Amen. That's what.
No, you're not. You're not.
No. I may not get Amen.
Yeah.
But that's who I would want. I would want Amen because think about it. I mean, KD. I don't like KD to fit in Houston because that core is very, very young. And KD is a veteran.
Yeah, you want to keep your young core though, because
you want to keep the you want to keep the young core, but I don't know at this stage because KD can play with any team, of course.
I feel like there was one player away this year from winning that round. They could have. They had KD.
They're ceiling with KD a second round.
No, I agree with you. I agree.
If you have to give up somebody. If you have to give up somebody, if you keep everybody and bring KD, then we could talk. But if you got to give up a chunk of what you have to get KD, they're still in the second round.
This is my thing. The Suns fucked up by all the dumb trades they made. For KD, they gave up 3 first-round picks. For Bill, they gave up 10 picks. 4 of them was first-round picks. Right. So their future is dark as hell as far as draft capital. They have nothing for the next 10 seasons. Right. If I'm them, y'all talking about giving up 8 men and all them, the Suns don't want that. The Suns want that first-round draft pick you got this year. Give me that draft pick. Check me out. Booker's still young.
I disagree.
All right, that's cool. It's my turn. Booker's still young, right? Everybody gave Jalen Green a lot of shit for being inconsistent. Jalen Green, that game he had 35 shots, 35 points. He took 25 shots. The other games he took under 10. What do they always say? You got to give your best player the ball.
Right.
Jalen Green need more shots. Trade Van Fleet.
But that was him though. That was his fault.
He's not getting the shots. Trade Van Fleet. Trade that first round pick this year and get KD and give up Eason. Who cares? You don't even need him. And give KD.
Jalen Green.
Your young core.
His numbers have dipped dramatically since they became a team. He's with Kevin Porter Jr. and they were nothing.
Bro, you do know he averaged over 20 points this year, right?
But I'm saying, look at his numbers before.
He won't average 30.
When they were playing for nothing, he was looking like that stud. As soon as they put pieces around him, he wasn't the same.
It's easier to score when you're playing with nothing.
Yeah, but Jalen Green is very inefficient.
Yeah, he is, but he's young. His
numbers were there when he was with Kevin Porter Jr. and these other guys, and they weren't playing for him.
He's young. You got to give him the ball.
Van Vliet?
No, I'm saying get rid of Van Fleet and get rid of Shepard and the first.
I like Van Fleet. I play better than Jalen.
But check me out. If I'm the Suns, check me out. If I'm the Suns, you gotta understand. Half of their whole team is on a 1-year deal, and they have no draft pick. The Suns damn near about to go play in the WNBA because they have nothing. They suck. They need pieces. They need young pieces. Give me Shepard, who everybody said was gonna win Rookie of the Year but barely played.
We don't want
Give me that draft pick. It don't matter about what you want. Give me that because they're young players. Give me Van Fleet, give me Shepherd, and give me that number 1 draft pick this year. And Booker will have.
Yeah, I don't think getting Shepherd, Jabari Smith, Tari Eason is gonna move the needle and say Phoenix is gonna say
in the draft. At the draft though.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying move the needle. It sets them up for the next
what
2
position
years
is
to have a team.
What position is Houston in the draft?
I think they're like number 9.
So let me.
That is great. So lottery pick.
So let me ask you this. So if you're Phoenix and you say KD to Houston, so you're telling me that Jabari Smith, Tari Eason, and who else?
Reed Shepherd or Van Fleet.
Okay,
not Eason.
Let's say Reed
Not
Shepherd.
both of them.
So that's three picks, and let's do a first round. Out of those 3 players, are any of those players all-star caliber? Because remember, you're playing with Devin Booker.
Correct.
So
but I'm not. But you got to say.
And you want to keep Devin Booker.
I'm not. See, he's real passionate because he's a Suns fan.
You want to keep Devin Booker.
Check me out. I'm not saying you're going to be. They're in the rebuilding stage no matter what they do after this KD trade. So even they get Reed Shepherd, Jabari Smith, and then Van Fleet, they're still in a rebuilding stage. They're going to trade Beal and get something for Beal.
But let me stop you. If you're in a rebuilding stage, then why not go for a player that you think is all-star caliber, a la Amen
Reed
Thompson?
Shepherd.
Thank you.
No, that's why I said before the segment started, be realistic. The Rockets are not giving up Thompson.
So no.
Thompson may be their best player.
I get it.
Thompson may be the Rockets' best player.
Or if I'm Phoenix, give me Jalen Green because Jalen Green has been rumored to be traded. Give me Jalen Green.
Correct, because Reed Shepherd plays the same position as Booker. There's no minutes for him.
I don't think Phoenix is going to take Jabari Smith.
And we got Ryan Dunn.
But
we got Ryan Dunn and Booker.
What did you say? What did you say was the problem with the Suns?
Big man.
You got a 6'10" shooter on your team who's probably only 22 years old. Give me him and let me see what he can do for the next 2 years. We're going to be in the rebuilding stage. A 6'10" athletic shooter who can play in the post. Give me him.
So why are the Rockets playing? Why do you get?
They have too many pieces.
Well, they drafted him the first round.
Yeah, but they have too many pieces.
He was the number 2 pick.
They wasn't playing Thompson at first.
Yeah, but
who's the number 2 pick? Who's the number 2 pick?
Jabari.
You can't. Yeah.
Come on. So you selling him on us, but the team he's with us in the playoffs ain't even playing.
What year Jabari Smith get junior or drafted?
It was like second or third year. You had to check that.
That nigga did not get drafted number 2.
He was up there.
No.
Put a shot on it?
I'm not even arguing that.
Put a shot on it?
Yeah.
Put a shot on it.
Jabari Smith Jr. was not no fucking
Put a shot on it.
shit.
Give my man a shot already.
Yeah. Why we do that? What you think? Your thoughts?
Yeah. Who you think the best KD landing spot is?
Man. Right off. San Antonio. I love San Antonio. I want to say Sacramento. I love the KD. I love the KD, Sabonis. But it just depends on who they're going to get back. They got Zach LaVine there. DeMar. I think DeMar is expendable. But I don't know.
Sabonis said he wanted to trade, I believe.
For real?
Sabonis gone.
But if you bring KD in, I think Sabonis will stay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a team though. I think it's the culture. They said
They are.
I think it's the culture.
Trading DeRozan.
But I love KD to San Antonio. I just love it.
I feel like with this lottery, a lot of these teams didn't need those picks, and I personally, if I was a lot of these teams, I would use those picks to get KD. If I'm Dallas, Nico said our window is 3 years to win a ring. That's why we traded Luka. Yes, Luka.
That's your look.
Yeah. Yes, Luka is a long-term better player than AD for our future, but my window to win a ring is 3 years. Kyrie's older, Anthony Davis older.
Hold on.
That's what Nico said. That's what Nico said.
Okay, I was like.
Nico said.
Okay, wait a minute.
Nico said the reason why they traded Luka was because our window's 3 years. If my window's 3 years, I'm trading that number 1 draft pick.
Defense win championship.
I'm trading that number 1 draft pick to get KD, and I'm gonna have KD, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie. That's what I'm doing. If that's what you said, why? Now, granted, they did come out and say we're keeping Cooper at number 1. I personally don't understand why. If you're trying to win a ring now, Cooper's nice, but if you're trying to win, give me KD.
Finalized.
Give me KD.
They give me something to talk about.
Give me KD. Send Cooper to the Suns. That's what I would do. And I'll probably give up.
There's no way there's no way in hell that
Nico like to make waves.
Dallas should give him a Cougar flag.
I would.
There's no way in hell.
I would.
I
would.
If you try to win in 3 years?
Nah, there's no way.
Why do you say that?
You mean
why do you say that?
You mean for KD?
No,
yes.
for Kumpo.
No, for KD.
Say Kumpo wants to go. I give him up for that.
Who?
The KD and Kyrie experiment. We've already been witness to that. We already seen what that looked like.
Yeah, they went against Giannis.
No. But we already seen what that looks like.
You're right.
And they couldn't win a chip. They're supposed to win a chip.
But they didn't. And the KD is much older. Then topple with an injury-prone Anthony Davis. On top of that. No, thank you.
You're right.
No, thank you.
If that's the case, I'm not trading Luka. I'm not trading Luka for Anthony Davis.
Hey, it won't be the first time a #1 pick got traded.
That's what I'm saying.
Wiggins got traded for Kevin Love.
Exactly. Because they want to win now. They signed LeBron for 2 years, and LeBron said, before I come, you got to give me Kevin Love.
I think the Luka trade,
they saved a lot of money.
It was the worst trade I've ever seen.
I don't think it was the worst trade. The Bradley Bill trade was the worst trade I've ever seen.
Worst trade ever?
Yes.
How do you trade?
The Bradley Bill trade.
How do you trade Luka when you 1 year removed from the finals?
Yeah, we had that conversation.
I just don't understand it.
All right, put it like this. We ain't no young cats, so we all witnessed the years when Kobe Bryant stopped dunking. Y'all remember those years, right?
Yes.
When he stopped dunking. Luka already stopped dunking. If you go look at his rookie highlights, he was not a high flyer, but if you go look at his rookie highlights, he got plenty of clips of him banging on people.
Yeah, those are.
So you don't got to dunk to score 40.
I'm not seeing. This is why God gave you 2 ears to listen.
But Meech, that's
That's a bad take. That's a bad take.
No, it's not. They're already. No, it's not. There's a reason why they took a beer from that nigga when they were celebrating. They already witnessing.
So here's the thing.
Look how bigger he got from his rookie year. It ain't muscle. It's fat.
This is.
He has no work ethic.
This is why I hate this narrative, right? Because I can find any negative flaw about someone when I want to make a decision that's not favorable. For example, they say Luka is out of shape. Luka is drinking beers. This, that, and the other. This is the same Luka that got you to a Western Conference Finals. This is the same Luka drinking, overweight, that got you to a Finals, right? So in order for you to create a narrative, you say Luka's drinking, he's doing this, he's out of shape, to fit your narrative. Then you go ahead, but what about Anthony Davis' narrative? When was the last time Anthony Davis played 82 games? Let me finish. When was the last time Anthony Davis, by himself, when he was with New Orleans, got you to a conference finals? When has he gotten you to a finals? He only did that when he played with the best player that's ever played the game.
So question. Your championship is just getting there and not winning it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think everyone can't win the championship.
Yeah, but that's what they're trying to do. So yes, Luka's a better player than Anthony Davis, and I'm not agreeing with Nico, but if you can let go of that money, if you're win those 3 years, if you can let go of that, $50-60 million they're about to save from Luka and pair Anthony Davis with another All-Star, now you got to compare. It's not Luka for Anthony Davis no more. It'll be Luka for Anthony Davis and the other All-Star they're gonna get.
So look what had just happened. Just hear me out. Look what had just happened, right? What you said was absolutely spot on, right? But here's the reality of it. All those what ifs, Anthony Davis injured, Kyrie injured.
Correct.
These two guys have missed a lot of time. If you look on your tablets or your MacBooks or your phones, just look up games missed, and this is what you're counting on. Now, for all Luka's drinking and overweight,
he did.
Luka's pretty durable. Yeah. And he's going to give you 30.
Offense.
No. Okay.
Offense.
But watch this.
You said 38?
No. But watch this. Yeah, no. You're absolutely. He's not going to play a lick of defense. That's why, and with all players, even the 2001 Sixers with Iverson. Iverson didn't play a lick of defense, but you know what? He had defense behind him to help him. This is why they drafted the Derek Lively's.
Yeah, we had this whole argument.
This is why we had the Dorian Finney-Smith when he was in Dallas.
Yep.
Because you got to have a team that's built around him. That's all it is.
Now, this is my thing though. You already did that with Dallas. You don't have too many more years to wait because Kyrie's getting older. You agree? For Dallas, if he was in Dallas. Now, let's fast forward to him being in LA. you got to give him money now. So now you already don't have enough assets on your team. Now you have to give Luka that money this summer. So now you don't have the assets to put behind Luka to play defense. You don't have that money to go out there to get good defensive players. But you don't have the money.
But I push back though. I'll push back. Okay.
Don't say they can take a pay cut.
No.
That's common sense.
Here's my thing. I think aside from, let's say Kyrie didn't get hurt, they made the finals. Why not run it back? Why not run it back and see what we can do? Because we made the finals with the team we had. I'm pretty sure they could have picked up, maybe made a trade in season. Why not run that back? So now this is what's happening. We don't know what Kyrie's going to look like, an older Kyrie after his injury. We don't know what he's going to look like. We know that Anthony Davis. Can we count on Anthony Davis to play 82 games?
Never.
Right.
Never.
So again, I need to know what I have. And I know what I have in Luka. I know Luka may come in overweight, right? Hopefully we can talk to him. And hopefully we can talk to Luka. But
I can drop 20.
But here's the thing.
I'm out of shit.
But Meech, that no defense got him to a finals. And
the man he was guarding got what? Finals MVP.
Yeah, but that's Boston.
He got sent home by McDaniels.
But that's Boston.
He got sent home by McDaniels.
Hey, listen, man. I think the Lakers got to have a bad roster anyway.
Yeah,
that was fool's gold.
Yeah, but it's
fool's gold.
Yeah, you're right. But it just sucks because now you don't have the money to get what your team needs. Your team need a center. You need another scorer. LeBron. I mean, it's easy to say just take a pay cut. Right. LeBron, even when LeBron took a pay cut for LA, it was only $2 million. He ain't take no big pay cut. They don't have no money. You gotta understand. Like I said, it's not just Luka for AD. It's gonna be Luka for AD and maybe a Kevin Durant. That's going to be the end of the deal, the trade that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be them two for Luka. You're giving up Luka, but you're getting AD and KD in return.
All right, and close it real quick.
Yeah,
that's it.
Right.
You got anything else with that?
No, that's my.
So real quick with just going around, just to make it quick. What would y'all like to see Giannis? Like just the location. We ain't gotta get too much. But what would you like to see Giannis?
I can go first on that one.
Okay.
Dream scenario. Give up Jimmy, give up Pods, give up Looney, give up.
God damn.
Give up
All right, God damn.
Golden State all day. I love it.
You gonna give an assistant coach too?
I mean, listen, Golden State all day.
Damn.
Jimmy
not staying in Milwaukee.
Man, he said just
I'm with you.
Pick a team, nigga. Pick a team. Pick a team.
But also to argue both of you, the worst trade in history to me, or one of the worst, is the buying them in Dwight Howard.
Man, no, ain't nobody care about. Can we move on from that topic, man?
I didn't say I'd let you talk, but you said the worst trade was the
man. Listen,
Bynum was out there.
I'm off that dumb shit. I'm off that.
Bynum was bowling with the Don King afro.
Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck. No, don't nobody give a fuck. The worst trade ever is giving Bradley Beal $50 million and 10 draft picks for him. Anyways, that's the worst trade ever. You gave up 10 fucking draft picks and $50 million for buying or Beal.
So that's worse than buying.
Anyways, you said where do I want Giannis to go, right? Because we just going to edit this nigga out. Where do you want Giannis to go? The Heat. The Miami Heat. I want Giannis to go to the Heat, play with Bam and Hero. That's where I want him to go. Because damn, they need a star. Bad. Miami has been dying for a star since LeBron left.
Yeah, Jimmy.
I'm tired. Fuck Jimmy. Fuck Jimmy. Like, this nigga, he's averaging 18 points a game. Even the year he went to the finals.
Look what he did for Philly,
listen, God gave me two big ass ears. So listen, Jimmy, even when he played for the Miami Heat, when they went to the finals, I think a rookie Nunn was averaging damn near more points than Jimmy Butler. Nunn was averaging about like 18. Jimmy was averaging like 19. Like, Jimmy is a great guy. He's not the number one option. Stop with that Jimmy Butler shit. The last star they had was LeBron fucking James.
I don't think anyone regards Jimmy Butler as a superstar.
Thank you.
When I said get a superstar, he said it had Jimmy Butler.
Well, I think what we need to you need to be honest. I think you come across a little bit hating Meech, but I think Jimmy Butler is a bona fide playoff performer.
Correct.
That's who he is.
I'm not arguing that.
You can count
the numbers
on him.
show that.
I'm not arguing. 18 points a game show that. I'm not arguing that.
He averaged 18 in the playoffs?
I'm not arguing. No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
He's not a number one option.
In the playoffs, he wasn't.
Has he won yet? Exactly. He's not number one option.
But a lot of players haven't won.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of them are number one options.
You got some players that never reached the finals.
It's only a few hands down number one options.
But
no matter where they go.
But he took a Miami team to the finals.
Yeah. Once again, the same question.
Twice.
Is that your ceiling? Is that your goal? The goal?
Well,
and not win?
Well, no. Maybe Miami's goal was to just make the playoffs at that time, because again, no one expected Miami, and you probably asked Powell, they probably didn't expect it either, that team to go to the finals. So they overachieved. So we have to at least give credit where it's due. Like Jimmy Butler took that team to the finals when no one expected him to even do that.
I feel you.
That's all that I'm saying.
You're right. I feel you.
And that has to be applauded.
All right, y'all. So we're going to play a segment called Quick Thoughts. The rules are we're going to introduce a player, and Hollywood Mike is going to tell me the first thing that comes to his mind when he hears this player's name. So I'm going to go first. Andrew Bynum.
Bum.
Correct. Go ahead. Correct. Man, pause, man. God damn, pause.
Hey, go with it.
You know your name on YouTube, nigga? What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, dog?
Lance Stevenson.
Misunderstood.
I like that. That's true.
Shout out to Lance.
I like
playing the big three.
He should still be in the NBA.
He be the
Born ready in high school.
And I'm gonna do somebody everybody knows, Ja Morant.
Athletic.
Okay.
You can say a lot about that one.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. He don't stop. He don't stop. Real talk. All right, y'all. That was Quick Thoughts. You know, if you like it, make some comments. Let us know what you think about Hollywood Mike's answers. I agree with them 1,000%. So we're gonna move on from there.
Yeah, I don't know what else y'all got for basketball, but did y'all see the NFL schedule?
Oh, the Eagles schedule hard as fuck.
A little bit of it, yeah.
The Eagles schedule hard as fuck.
No, the Giants is screwed. Like but they was gonna get y'all hard schedule anyways.
That shit, wow.
Can I pull up the Giants schedule? Because I can predict like what, you know.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Game by game.
Yeah.
You know.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I think the easiest game the Eagles got is the Raiders. And that, I mean, shit, depending on who's gonna be hurt that week.
So give me game by game and I'll tell you if they win or lose.
Well, let's do the best game of the year. Eagles versus Cowboys.
They starting off the season, I think.
For game one, Eagles versus Cowboys. What you predict?
Where they playing at?
It should be in Philly.
I got it.
I don't know.
I got Eagles.
Eagles by how much? 40 or 50? By 60 points.
I think it'd be close though. So I think it'd be close. First game of the season. You know, people just trying to, you know what I mean, get their footing.
I feel you, but damn, Mike.
I would say. I mean, if you think 38-28 is close, I think they'll pull away.
Okay, I like that. Who your team, Hollywood?
Ravens.
I'm sorry.
Ravens.
I'm sorry.
You sorry?
I'm sorry.
Why?
Why? I'm sorry.
Why?
Y'all, how many playoff wins y'all got in the last like 5 years?
We got a couple.
Yeah, probably two.
We gotta get over the snide. But
I will say this. Y'all get the MVP every year. I give y'all that.
We got robbed last year of MVP.
Facts.
You know.
Big facts.
But it is what it is. You know.
I ain't trying to go back to basketball, but I'm tired of this MVP shit not being MVP. I'm tired of that shit.
I mean, you get oversaturated. I think that what happened with Giannis has happened with Jokic. Definitely happen with LeBron.
Yep.
You know, you get oversaturated, they want somebody else to win it.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean?
So,
I don't like Jokic, but Jokic is having a better year than Shy. It's just they gonna give it a shot because it's his turn.
I think Shea was clear front runner, and I think Jokic came on late, and so. I mean, you can give it to either one, but I think Shea's deserving this year.
I ain't trying to jump back into basketball while we waiting for this slow ass nigga to pull the Giants schedule.
I'm waiting for y'all.
But hold on, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think no one really noticed. You know, Russell Westbrook may win the ring this year. I would love to see Westbrook win the ring. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I do too.
I would love it. But I got my money on Ant-Man, but I would love it. If Ant don't win it, I want the Nuggets to win it. I want Russ to get one.
So y'all got West winning it this year?
The West? Oh, fuck yes. The Knicks ain't winning shit.
Yeah, I mean...
The world gonna burn if the Knicks win, because their parade gonna kill the world.
I think the West is gonna win. But if Tatum and Boston was 100% healthy, if they made it, I would say, but yeah.
Fucking Pacers, they ain't winning shit.
You got the schedule up?
Yeah.
All right, look through it so I can...
Man, you said I ain't going back to basketball. I was waiting.
Man, go ahead.
They got Commanders first.
That's a loss.
Facts.
Cowboys.
That's a loss.
Chiefs.
That's a loss.
Chargers.
Win.
Where they playing at?
I believe.
Is it at Chargers?
I don't even know. It ain't saying.
That's a loss.
Yeah.
No, they're not starting off on 4.
No.
Go ahead.
Saints. That's a win.
Eagles.
A loss.
Broncos.
Loss.
Eagles.
Loss.
Nigga, what?
Oh, the Broncos. Let continue.
Bo Nick's nice, bro.
Continue.
Niners.
1. A dub.
No.
Dub.
No. Purdy, Ayuk, McCaffrey's playing. Loss.
Nigga.
Loss.
They schedule is crazy though.
They not losing all these games.
Bears.
Dub.
I give them.
All right, that's 2. Packers.
Loss.
Lions.
Loss.
Patriots.
Win.
That's 3. They got a bye 14. Then they got Commanders again.
Loss.
Vikings.
Loss.
Raiders.
Win.
That's 4. Cowboys.
Loss.
That's it. You only got 1 and 4.
My nigga. Hold on.
I'm just saying. Listen.
Bro, they have a great team from last year.
Great is a stretch, bro.
They got the young boy they just drafted. They got Wilson. Neighbors finally got a quarterback to throw to. Wilson finally has a receiver to throw it to. When the last time Wilson had a good receiver?
Bro, they're not gonna win.
I ain't say win.
So how many games you think they're gonna win?
Ripping the schedule.
Honestly, I'd be surprised if they get the 4. No, they probably get the 4.
I don't like the Giants.
I think 5 is.
Are we talking about the Giants?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a stretch, bro, for them to get the. I think I was being nice with the 4. To be honest with you, I think I was being nice with the 4. I think it's gonna be.
I'm an Eagles fan. I'm giving the Giants more credit than y'all.
Yeah,
y'all tripping.
They may not. They're not gonna win a division game. They're not.
I don't think we all know Cowboys in the second half of the season gonna choke. I give them the second game against Cowboys.
So did the Pickens trade? Did that go through?
Yeah.
It's Dart. That is the
Wilson's going to start. He gonna learn behind Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah.
And don't forget they got that boy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to hit.
They got that boy. They got that boy Jameis.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's enough. I just don't think it's enough. I just think they're just. And then this is Dayball last year. I think he's gonna press a little bit. The coach, it's just not very good. I mean, besides Neighbors, where are the other skill guys at? Who's their running back?
No, that running back did good last year. Well, he did decent.
Their running back did good. You don't even know.
I don't know the nigga name. He did decent.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know the nigga name. I don't know the nigga name.
Wallace?
Was it Wallace? I don't know the nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You say name, I'm just gonna agree.
I'm just saying, like, I just don't see them. I mean, you're gonna lose all your division games.
I don't think they're gonna lose to the Cowboys twice.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys are gonna be a lot better offensively with Pickens and CD.
Pickens suck.
No, he doesn't.
Pickens suck. Look where he came from. Came from dog water.
No, he doesn't.
He came from dog water.
Pickens is pretty good, man.
He came from dog water.
I think he needed, consistent quarterback play.
Yeah, I don't even want to speak on that situation.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
How the fuck you sign D? How the fuck you sign that nigga and then you let go of your quarterback? You let go of Pickens. Like, how you do that? Why would you do that? Like, I know I'm pretty sure he probably got in a fight by now. DK. I'm pretty sure he's like, why the fuck would you bring me here and let everybody go when I get here? That is dumb. He should never. I know he pissed.
we ain't talking Pittsburgh.
I know he pissed.
Yeah.
You heard what Ryan Clark said?
What?
He think the coach's voice basically went stale. He said he think the coach is just.
No, I don't think that.
Let's have a winning season. Let's not have a losing season.
Right.
And that's it.
Right.
I don't understand. I guess y'all rebuilding. Cause next year I got a lot of draft picks, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
But I just wanted to know if y'all looked at the schedule. Christmas. I can't remember who got the Christmas. I know they play Chiefs all the time on Christmas.
Chiefs and Cowboys. I think.
Yeah, they always gonna be on Christmas. Yeah.
Bum.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got on football.
I think the Cowboys and Chiefs play Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. That was playing Christmas. I could be wrong, but gotta check it. Yeah.
But anyways, that's all I got for football too.
Anything else y'all got? Anything?
I mean, he already fucked up by saying LeBron was his GOAT.
LeBron's a GOAT. I mean,
LeBron, a GOAT?
No, he's the GOAT.
Oh, okay.
And if we're talking basketball, by Mount Rushmore, I got, if you all want to know, I got LeBron, Magic.
He about to say something stupid.
Nah, LeBron, Magic. Gotta put Steph up there now. Gotta put Steph up there.
Man, come you crazy, bro. For good 8 years. I'm very mad at it. What you talking about?
Listen.
You've been good for 8 seasons.
Hell of 8 seasons.
It is, but come on, man, you.
And before it wasn't like that before, and then I'm gonna say on the Mount Rushmore, I'm going with the Diesel. I'm going with Shaq.
So no Jordan, no Kobe.
I got Jordan. I ain't say Jordan.
No, or Kobe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, what you want?
Let's remove Steph.
Thank you.
Let's say Jordan.
That's what I said. Yo, you're bugging.
I thought I was thinking of 5, and I know Mount Rushmore was 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my 4.
Who your 4?
That's my 4.
LeBron, Jordan. It get a little tricky after that for me. Cause I want to put. I hate to just do guards though. Like, but I'll put Kobe on my like.
Well, why you thinking? Michael Jordan,
Kobe,
Shaq,
Kobe and Shaq. That's my 4.
Kobe, Magic Johnson.
So my ours is the same. You just got Magic. I got LeBron.
So no LeBron. You still
No.
So I got LeBron, Mike, Shaq,
Kobe.
No, who did I say for my 4th? Who did I say? LeBron.
You said Magic.
LeBron. Yeah, Magic. Yeah, that's it. LeBron, Magic, Jordan, and Shaq. Yeah.
Who your Mount Rushmore?
So we all kind of in the same place. I mean,
right.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Right.
That nigga said Steph. And he got Steph right
there.
He got Steph knocking at the door.
No, Steph is knocking on the door.
No, he not. Steph ain't in the top 10 all time, bro.
Oh, yes, he is.
No, he's not,
that's
bro.
Easy.
Who you taking out the 10?
That's easy.
Who you taking out the 10?
I hope you ain't got none of them old niggas. I
got some old niggas. I got some old niggas on that list.
Hope you ain't got no Bill Russell up there.
No, I don't.
Hope you ain't got Wood up there.
I do.
I mean,
come on now. It took Steph 5 years to average 20.
You got Bird up there?
Yes, nigga. Yes.
Nah.
Don't forget this is Mr. One-time Finals MVP.
We're in 2025. You got to get these old niggas out here.
Man, you're crazy. You crazy. Man, Stephanie averaged 20 points for the first 4 or 5 years in the league.
It's about time.
You crazy. Bird got what? 3 rings?
Yo,
Steph got 3 Finals MVPs. How many first team all defensive he got? How many first team all defense Steph got?
Steph
None.
Curry is the best.
What does Steph Curry do? He scores. Where is he at that list? You got your phone.
Change the game, too.
You got your phone. No, he didn't. James Harden did.
Oh, no, he's.
Whoa, we can say that. We can say that topic. James Harden did. James Harden changed the game in Houston.
We'll talk about that in the next
No, fuck that. James Harden. Yeah, you don't got to because you want to look up numbers. James Harden did. Curry just made it a little more popular, but James Harden changed it. Facts. When James Harden went to Houston that first year, he changed the game to 3-point shooting team. A 3-point shooting
Say
team.
that for the next episode.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Quick. Who you got? You starting your team? You going with James Harden or Steph?
Steph.
So,
he ain't got answer that.
I didn't say. I'm not arguing that.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying who changed the game to all these 3-point shoot. Shots.
Next episode we'll probably capture that.
Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. What y'all think about who Mount Rushmore's the best? Ken over here ain't even get his shit, cause that nigga so fucked up. His shit stupid. He gonna pick all Suns player. Barbosa gonna be in his shit. Goddamn trash ass nigga. But anyways, thanks for watching another episode of PlayBook Podcast.
Appreciate you.
Big shout out for Hollywood Mike.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Let us know how that Michael Jordan tequila tastes.
Absolutely. Appreciate it for having me. Appreciate it.
I need to stop this man.
Yeah, that man about to go.
Yeah, I'm about to